good evening, everyone. Welcome to Unapologetic Tea Time with your host, PG. That is me. Good Thursday evening. I hope that you're all doing well and that you are having a productive week. Whether you're working, retired, off from work, vacationing, whatever it is you may be doing, I hope that it is productive. Anyway, we have a bit of news and information and what have you to cover this evening. Um, Tonight's subject basically is going to be a plethora of things. And I've basically titled it Top 10 Thursday Unapologetically. And as you very well know, I don't apologize for my own opinions and my viewpoints. If I have something that is otherwise, aside from my opinion and my viewpoint, then I will tell you so. I don't mind doing that, and I will definitely cite my sources. But I say that to say that tonight I'm going to cover quite a number of topics that have kind of been on my mind, and a few things have resonated with me over the last couple of weeks. And I'm going to get right into it. Um, if you hear any major background noise, I have a neighbor that moved in next door to me, that their kid often runs up and down my driveway for some reason, and I've told them not to do that. Please don't let their child run loose. I think the child has some type of problem. I think that they may be artistic, because they're constantly hollering and screaming. Early in the mornings when they're gathering them up to leave, as they're getting into their cars next door, I can hear them. And I guess they have just arrived home. It's normally very quiet where I live, but when they come home, looks like all hell breaks loose. But anyway, I'm going to apologize beforehand, but hopefully you will not hear that background noise, because I am in my living room area. So, and this desk is situated closer to my entrance foyer. So, anyway, with that being said, I'm going to move on swiftly and professionally. Again, thank you for tuning in this evening. If you haven't, to all my loyal YouTube subscribers and potential subscribers and my current listeners, thank you, and thank you for tuning in, and thank you for your continued support. Without you, I would not have a channel. First and foremost, I'm going to give a little bit of an encouraging word or two as we press on this evening. I wanted to let you know that happiness will never come to those who fail to appreciate what they already have. Remember, gratitude affects attitude. Gratitude affects attitude. Just a little food for thought on this Thursday evening as we dive in a little deeper into my show. Thank you for tuning in this evening. First up, what I want to talk about, keeping with my top 10 Thursday list of topics that I have chosen, is the first thing out the gate is, I don't know, some of you probably have heard, some of you may not have heard, the Queen, Miss Cicely Tyson, passed away um, who was an actress and a fashion model, and her career spanned um, over 7 decades, and over 7 decades is 70 plus years in my book. Hello, Erin. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. I am doing well as I can be, trying to stay positive and stay focused. But again, I wanted to give my condolences to Miss Cicely Tyson's family. She was a wonderful actress and fashion model. Um, she was just as she was. She remained humble. She remained steadfast and focused in everything that she did, and she had a wonderful career. Things were not always a bed of roses for her, breaking into the two industries that she was in. However, she was a pioneer, and it is unfortunate that we have lost her, but may she forever rest in peace. She was 96 years of age at her passing, which she had a very long and endearing life. And I did not get to meet her personally, but I did get to see her several times over the years, basically just a few feet away. And I did wave at her, and we had met eye to eye contact. And she threw up her hand, and it was a very warm gesture, looked me in the eye and basically spoke from a distance. And I am so forever grateful that even just that little glimmer of a moment that I was able to say hello, um, to mouth the words hello to Miss Tyson. What a queen she was. Moving along, February, folks, is Black History Month. And this month um, is a month that we should celebrate, we should learn historically from all of the Black pioneers who have come and gone, and a lot of the up and rising pioneers in our current history and moving in further on into history. We should definitely honor these people, just by acknowledging and just by learning who they are and what they stood for, and some of their many accomplishments that they made in their dedication of their lives and livelihoods to where we are to this day. And we do have a plethora of Black Americans that have contributed to the United States of America and abroad. So I thought that it would be fitting, like most people would tend to go back in history, but I myself have chosen to talk about two people tonight that are actually alive and well, and they are of the younger age. One is quite young, in fact, under the age of 25, and the other one is probably nearing 40, if not 40. The first person that I would like to speak of, that I spoke very briefly about, was on for inauguration, which was the young lady and poetry laureate, Miss Amanda Gorman. She has now been featured on the front cover of the Time magazine in a beautiful, beautiful sun yellow dress with a tight fitting bodice and a flowing skirt that features her silhouette basically and shape in the dress. Very striking, very beautiful, natural beauty in itself. A very, very smart and articulate young lady, a graduate from Harvard University. And she set basically the world ablaze with her poem, that she wrote called The Hill We Climb, and she recited that at the inauguration for President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris's inauguration celebration. And I want to recognize her tonight for her many accomplishments, also as an author of three, not one, you heard me, three books that have not quite been put out as far as people to buy yet, but all three of them are now on the bestsellers list, and the majority of them have sold out before they were even finished being printed. And I want to say kudos to this young lady. She is definitely, definitely going places. She has just recently been courted and hired by one of the largest or the largest modeling companies in the world. And she will also be reciting a portion of her poem at this year's Super Bowl as well. And she was interviewed just recently by I'm not going to say former First Lady, I'm going to say by First Lady Michelle Obama, which was just fantastic. So if you ever have the opportunity to go to Michelle Obama's podcast, or even look up the interview that was just recently done, I think that you would be pleasantly um, pleased with what the young lady had to say, and in her many humble ways, what she stands for. No bullshit, straightforward, to the point, but yet still remaining humble in her statue. And I want to say thank you to her, and I wish her so much continued success throughout her career. The next person that I want to recognize in keeping with Black History Month is a doctor. She is a Black scientist and doctor, and her name is Kizmika, you heard me, Kizzmekia, one word, Kizmika Corbett. If you do not know who she is, Miss Corbett is the lead scientist who was instrumental in developing the Moderna COVID vaccine. And her name is Dr. Kizmika Corbett, and she was instrumental in the development of the Moderna vaccine. Um, and she is the lead scientist that was chosen to do just that. And she led the team of other scientists and developers um, in coming up with the Moderna vaccine. I want to say thank you to her, and I wanted to acknowledge that um, there are some brilliant minded people out here in the world that are doing great things. So kudos to her. And I am just so glad that we have quite a number of vaccines now that have come out. And hopefully we can get enough people vaccinated at their choosing, so that we can better cope with this terrible pandemic that we have been locked down into now almost over 1 year, one calendar year. So kudos again to Dr. Kizmika Corbett and Amanda Gorman. Those are the two people, and the late, great Cicely Tyson. Those are the three people that I am bringing to the forefront on my channel during the month of February, this month that we're in for Black History. Once again, you are listening to PG, your host, with Unapologetic Tea Time. Folks, getting off of the celebration and the admiration that I had for those three people, um, and also announcing the passing of Miss Cicely Tyson, keeping with what I was talking about. And as far as the vaccine and the virus is concerned, I wanted to let you know, if you do not know, please, please, please be aware that we have multiple new strands of this virus that is more contagious than the first original coronavirus strand, that COVID-19 that we have been dealing with for a year. So, with that being said, the CDC has just recently announced that they want everyone to wear a mask, and, if at all possible, to try to seek out, if you have not purchased or don't have any in your arsenal, maybe you can get your hands on a few of the N95 or the K95 surgical masks that has always been short uh, in demand, not in demand, but short in as far as inventory is concerned. That was in high demand because most of the medical staff and medical workers needed those masks. Now, those masks um, have a filtration system that's built in that does quite a great job in filtering out very thin and very small droplets and particles. And that is why the CDC is asking, if you can get some, to please wear those. But in the interim, if you cannot find such, they're talking about ways that you can further protect yourself, and that would be double masking. Now, to wear two masks for some people is definitely going to be an issue, definitely going to be a chore. We can't get some people to wear a mask at all, and it's unfortunate. But if you have family members and friends and coworkers that you are close to and what have you, and maybe, just maybe, you can get through to them that we're not just in this by ourselves, we're in this together, and each one save one, or each one help another person to do their job and their due diligence in order to help save all of us. Um, it is very important that we all mask up and that we all put on these masks and achieve tighter fits in the mask when we wear them, because of the various strands that have popped up and that are even more contagious than they once were considered to be. They have been found to be even more contagious and more deadly. So, um, Dr. Anthony Fauci talked about a couple of days ago about the concept of double masking, and that how much attention that it has gotten lately. Um, and that if you start off with just a simple pleated throwaway surgical mask that we all have seen around, and you can get them now at Walmart and Amazon and Target and all of these other places, that you could start off with that and then add a cloth mask that a lot of us have already been wearing or have been sewing since the pandemic started, or you have friends who make a little money, have a side hustle that are making masks, then definitely put that over the simple little surgical mask and garner a tighter fit if you can. That's so that it will help filter out more of the particles that may be in and around the air where you may be walking or you may be going, so that you don't run the risk of contracting one of the new strands. But by layering a cloth mask on top, it says that you can achieve a tighter fit that he talked about in the mask filtration system. And if you find that double masking makes it too hard for you to breathe or whatever, then they're asking that you do something different, such as getting one of the it looks like a scarf and you pull it up around your nose and what have you. Those are a little bit thinner, but certainly if you already have a regular pleated surgical mask and putting this on, it's not quite as bulky. It will help filter out as well. So you have some options that are available, and if you can get from 50% to 75 or 80% filtration and blockage on these small particles that may be seeping in on just with one mask, then that's even better than what you're walking around with right now. You know, if you have, like they said, like 100 viruses, I think he used that analogy, if I can remember. Yeah, I think he said if you have 100 viruses floating around and flying at your mask and are flying towards your mask, that's only 50% effective, then 50 of them will be going in and around and under your mask and passing through. So those 50 will get in, and then if you had the second mask on, then only perhaps 15 to 25 may enter or may not enter at all. So the overall efficiency would be about 75 to 80%. So with that being said, I'm asking each and every one of you to take a long look at your mask arsenal, because all of us have a mask inventory. Most of us do anyway, that is trying to do the right thing, and see what fits on top of each other, or what you can do to kind of perhaps double mask. But moving right along, y'all, swiftly and professionally, I just wanted to bring that up. You also can go to the cdc.gov's website and get some more information about the three new variants of the coronavirus, as well as what they were asking us all to do, and that was double mask and to try to protect ourselves a little bit more. Please don't forget to wash your hands, wipe down surfaces, wipe down your doorknobs, door handles, and what have you, and please at least stay 6 feet apart, if not further, especially indoors. And if you're in a crowded area, please try to duck on out of that crowded area and isolate yourself from crowds of people, especially people who are perhaps not masked at all. But even if you're in a crowd and you have a lot of people with masks on, it is still not a good idea to be amongst a whole crowd of people. Okay, because everyone's mask may not be of the same caliber or quality. So you may have particles, of course, that are going to be escaping from those masks. So just keep in mind that you must at least try to protect yourself. And once you try to protect yourself, then the other person that you may be around will have a little bit of that protection as well, basically because you're caring for yourself, but yet you're also showing good citizenship by masking up and doing the right thing for your fellow American. Moving right along, y'all, I want to talk about this frigid weather that we have been experiencing in quite a number of our Midwestern and now Northeastern states. Basically, we are experiencing or getting ready to experience what is called a polar vortex. Coming down even as far down as the South by the end of, this weekend, and by next week, even as far as the South, we'll be experiencing freezing or below freezing temperatures. There won't be a state that will be unscathed by freezing temperatures. So please, 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 everyone, please be aware of these frigid temperatures that may be already blanketing your state and your town or your city, your village, or wherever it is you're living. And if you're not in those areas yet, please keep in mind that there won't be a state in the United States that won't be affected by this time next week. So gather up supplies that you may need, a few extra food sources. Hey, Miss Monique, how are you? Glad to see that you have made it over this evening. Thank you for tuning in. But please be aware that just because you're not experiencing anything and you may not live in Michigan or Detroit, Minnesota, Wisconsin, DC, New York, it is coming. And by this time next week, there will be, again, no state in the United States that will not be above freezing. So, hey, Tim, what's going on? Glad to see you could make it. Thank you for tuning in, Tim. Thank you. So please gather up food supplies and things that you may need, or things that you may think you need, because it's always, I'm doing pretty good, Tim. I really can't complain. With everything that's going on and all of my little idiosyncrasies and little things here and there, I'm doing pretty well as I can be, and just trying to stay focused and trying to stay positive. That's about it. But back to what I was saying, is gather up a few extra supplies. If you need firewood, God forbid that you need some firewood, please run out and try to find you some. Go get some pallets or whatever laying on the side of the road if they are dry, because wooden pallets can be used in the interim for regular firewood if you have a fireplace. You know, make sure you have a lantern, a couple of flashlights, canned goods and things, water, because surely they're talking about on the National Weather Service, and some of the local meteorologists were talking that when antifreeze freezes over, we got a problem. When it basically solidifies, there's a problem. That is bitter, bitter cold. And so if you need antifreeze in your vehicles, even if you live down south or in an area where you are right now in Georgia, last week we were in some frigid cold. We had some snow in the mountains or the higher elevations of Georgia where I am. We still need antifreeze and things in your vehicles and what have you. If you're low and you haven't had it checked this winter or whatever, please try to check it. Please add water. Please do your due diligence so that you will have transportation if you need to get out of the area, or at least try to get to safety or what have you. I know that when it's a lot of snow, I've lived in an area where it was blizzards. I was in Tennessee and I was in Maryland for years and years, and that's no joke. Spent 9 months in Chicago, and I thought my God, the wind was like a knife that would just literally cut you in the face. 6 months in New York during winter, I thought, never again. I've gone for the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade and New Year's Eve celebrations and what have you, but my God, you're talking about bitter cold. So please don't let your guard down with that. It is coming to your state sooner or later by this time next week. So just be on guard for that. Now let's talk about Maggot Taylor Greene. Maggot Taylor Greene. Her name is Marjorie Taylor Greene, but I call her as Maggot Taylor Greene. Okay. And that's what I'm going to call her. I'm going to continue to call her a maggot because that's what she is. She is a maggot. Maggots are nasty. Maggots are dirty, and that's what she is. Maggots Taylor Greene. The Republicans basically kind of wanted to run away from her, and didn't do their jobs in handling their own. They basically just took her by the hand and pinched her really hard, but yet didn't do anything to the point of where it would really hurt. And they basically made the Democrats out to do their fucking dirty work. Well, so I'm mad again that this maggot of a person has was up there helping cite the insurrection. She basically messed with the guy, one of the Parkland shooting survivors. as he was going to Congress to to voice his opinions and to give some testimonies as into what happened and how we could better fix things for our future going forward. This woman is a thorn, and she's come out of the state of Georgia, and we got some low down dirty heifers and some low down dirty fuckers here in the state of Georgia. And I call her, and I'm going to continue to call her Maggot Taylor Greene, but her name is Margaret. Now, what they did was they stripped her of her committee assignments. To me, because the people of Georgia voted that maggot in, I think that the people should ask for her resignation. But they did strip her from some of her power, so she won't be able to sit on those committees and make determinations for things and actually try to help get certain bills passed. But she is considered to be a maggot to me. Moving right along, let's talk about the Biden administration for a brief moment. The Biden administration, I'm pleased, but yet we have such a long road ahead until, we're just into a few weeks of this, and things are going okay, but not quite as well as I want them to be. And I am kind of angry right now with the Democrats, because I'm going to say this. Everybody on here knows that I'm a Democrat, born and raised, and gonna die a Democrat. That's just the way it is. You could be a Republican. If I like you, I like you. You could be a no party, whatever. If I like you, I like you. If I don't, I don't. But the Democrats, we got a problem. We do not need to compromise. Okay? We don't need to be the better of the goddamn parties and always fucking bowing down. I'm about to write Nancy Ass a letter. I'm about to write Chuck Schumer a letter. I'm about to send it. I'm about to type it and send it fucking to Washington, D.C. Trust and believe I know how to get it there. I was there for 13 years in the House of Representatives. So don't think for one iota of a second much has changed to where it needs to go, and I can't get it there, because I will. I'm about to write their asses a letter, because we do not need to be compromising and settling for just any old thing. Just because the repugs don't want certain things, we should not bow down or change because they're not going to do it for us. They're not going to do it for us. They never have, and they never will. Bipartisanship is a wonderful thing, to reach across the aisle and be, good stewards and good constituents and all of that. That's all fine and good. But when they don't want to do something, they don't do it. The Democrats, I'm tired of y'all doing this song and dance bullshit. Let's try to meet them. No, let's fucking not try to meet them. No goddamn where, because they ain't tried one goddamn time. From March to December, they had a damn bill that we passed in the House of Representatives. And it took them from March to December to get another stimulus package passed. And they only did that because Trump thought that he could get some kudos for that. So then after he tells them to go big, they still act a fool and send us 600 dry ass dollars. Okay, 600 dry dollars. All right, that's more than some people had, because some people didn't have two nickels to rub together. And it's a sin and a shame. It's a shame and a pity here in the United States of America that people have to suffer in such a way that we got countries that are smaller than the United States, poorer than the United States, and they are giving their citizens a goddamn stipend every month. I'm fucking tired now, Democrats. I need y'all to get it together, and I need y'all to stop bowing down and kissing the ground and kissing these people's ass, because they turn around and they always giving their asses to us for us to kiss. Let them kiss our ass for once, okay? Joe Biden, I'm going to need you to get it together, Uncle Joe. I'm going to need you to get it together, and I'm going to need you to hold the line, Uncle Joe. I'm going to need you to hold the line. Sit Kamala Harris here and yonder, okay, doing these commercials and everything, and go and talk to the people in Virginia there. I'm going to need y'all to hold the line. All right. I'm going to need you to hold the goddamn Republicans' feet to the fire until it burns and singes their ass. Then they'll get the message. Okay. But until we do that, until we continue to do stuff like that, they ain't going to get it. Okay. That goddamn Lindsey Graham and that goddamn turtle man, Mitch McConnell, they will lie to you in our faces, turn around. And what they do, they'll flip the script on your ass in a minute. Uncle Joe, I'm going to need you to hold the line. Hold the line. No, no, you don't have to pay back those $600 on the taxes. No, sir. No, that's the farthest from the truth. But I'm going to need them to hold the line. Okay? I'm going to need them to stand up and be counted. Uncle Joe, I didn't go out there and brave the goddamn coronavirus for you to knuckle down. You're just coming out the gate. I'm gonna need you to get it together, and I'm gonna need you to hold the line. You and Kamala Harris, I'm gonna need y'all to hold the line. No, you don't have to pay that back. Not at all. The only thing that they'll ask as far as a stimulus package to be paid back is if you done got somebody's your dead spouse's stimulus package or whatever, God heaven forbid, and you need to send it back, they'll ask for you to send it back. However, if you spend it and you don't send it back, they still said that they wasn't gonna prosecute. So that's been written in stone already. So whatever. Oh, I know about the dollar, honey. I know about the dollar and all the all the little extra shit. I know all about it, baby. Trust and believe, because I will make 1 or 2 phone calls to DC to a couple of my people that's still there, that was there when I was there. And if I need to know something, they are good enough to tell me. And we talk every few weeks, every 3-4 weeks anyway. So, but no, you don't have to pay that back. That's bullshit. But I'm going to need the Democrats to hold the line and stop letting the Republicans give us their ass to kiss. Now, I'm going to move on from that. I want to talk about a few things that is coming to pass. Now, if you or your family members or somebody that you know, an ex-co-worker or whatever that was laid off, that's on unemployment. Here's the thing. They gave the extra $300 last month for the unemployment on top of whatever your regular unemployment benefits were. They're asking that Congress gives $600. So please, 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 I've had a number of text messages and I've had a couple of phone calls this week asking me whether or not I thought that people were going to get the $300 that they're getting right now on top of whatever their state's unemployment is for however much you made or whatever, plus the other 600 that's supposed to be coming in the future. No, you're not going to get 3 plus 6 plus whatever. No. If they decide to pass it and it's the 600 that Uncle Joe and Kamala Harris and the Democrats want, then you will go from getting the 300 to go back to getting the 600 plus on top of whatever the state's benefits are. Like in Georgia, I think it's $267 or $277 a week or something like that, with the taxes taken out, of course. Otherwise it would be, I think, $325, something like that. But anyway, then it would be 600 plus 277, or let's say 600 plus 275, which would be 875 a week. Okay, this is just a hypothetical because everybody doesn't live in the state of Georgia. You know, in Louisiana, it's $237 after taxes. Okay, so they would get 600 if this passes for the new stimulus package. They would get 600 plus the 237. You know, some people get less than that because they didn't have a job that was going to give them the max. Some people, going to get the max. Some people going to fall in between. Some people might get only $80 a week. I don't know. But then you get whatever the federal portion that they're giving plus whatever. But you're not going to get what they're giving right now. Plus, when the new package comes, they're not going to go on top like that. They're going to give you whatever the new package is. So please, let's get all that understood. Now, food stamps. If you know of someone who is unemployed, whether they never had a job or not, okay, they can still apply for what is called the pandemic EBT. I'm not talking about the children's part of the EBT, but they can apply if they need some type of food assistance in their state, wherever the hell they reside. Okay, I'm giving out these nuggets, so I'm gonna need y'all to listen. I'm gonna need y'all to pass it on, the information. Okay, they can still apply. People who are on unemployment, again, people who are on unemployment can apply for food stamps. The unemployment extra money that you're getting will not be counted as extra income so that it would disqualify you from getting food stamps. Do you understand? The only thing that they will take into consideration that is whatever the regular state unemployment benefit is that you get, not the federal extra assistance. So, another example, Louisiana. I got a couple of friends that lost their jobs. One of them, they get their max, which is $237, I think, or $247. Let's say $237. Plus, they're getting the $300 extra that they just started back giving people through the month of March. The only thing they can apply, and they have applied for food stamps, and they were awarded food stamps. They did not take into consideration the 300. They only took into consideration the income that they were getting, which was from the state of Louisiana per week, was $237 after the taxes. All right. So please, 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 in order to get food into more people's refrigerators and freezers, because trust and believe, this ain't over. It's far from being over, and we're going to need every damn bit that we can get. Please tell everybody that you know who may be unemployed or on unemployment that they can apply for food stamps and not be disqualified because they're on unemployment and getting the extra unemployment subsidy from the federal government. They're only going to take into consideration the state's benefit. Okay, I quoted the max benefit for Louisiana, I think it's $237 after taxes is taken out. Please, if you got family, if you got friends, if you stumble across this channel and you're listening to me at right now or at a future date, please if you have to file for unemployment, please take the taxes out ahead of time. Please do not get the extra few dollars and worry about paying the taxes later so that you have this big ass tax bill or something, in the ladder. Let's not do that. Give Uncle Sam his shit right now off the top. Okay? And don't worry about it. I know that people are struggling and they need all they can get, but please don't do it. Have them take the taxes out before you get the money in your hand, your bank account, or whatever the hell it's going to. Okay, that will be less of a tax burden on you. But please apply for the food stamps. Get all you can while you can. Y'all know that's my motto. Get all you can while you can. That's legal. I don't believe in the illegal shit. I don't believe in the fraudulent shit. I don't encourage it. I don't. And I don't want to hear about people going to jail and all of this craziness. Don't do it. But whatever within the legal ramifications that you can apply for, apply. You are a citizen of this great nation. We're in the times of our life. Okay, we're fighting. All of us are fighting for our survival right now. We got something in the air that's trying to kill us all. Okay, we need everything that we can. I don't care if you got a $30,000 a year job. I don't care if you got a $15,000 a year job. If you got a $75,000 a year job, a six-figure income job, you need all you can while you can get it. Okay? If you don't necessarily need it, put it in a rainy day fund. Put it in an emergency fund. Stack it back, because trust and believe you're going to need it sooner or later. All right? Moving right along swiftly and professionally. Thank y'all for tuning in. You are listening to Unapologetic Tea Time with your host, PG. That is me. All right. Now, the next thing, let's talk about vaccines. The vaccines, being vaccinated. All right. Y'all know I have a couple of underlying conditions. My hypertension is under control by one blood pressure pill per day. Okay. It's barely hypertension, but they gave me the blood pressure medicine. Fine. I take it. I swallow this pill every day. I'm trying to get myself off of it. I need to lose some more weight. I am determined to lose weight. Okay? I'm determined. All right. I have a heart condition. The heart condition does not have anything to do with the blood pressure. Okay? My heart races. You know, like you see the little man, the two golfers on the golf cart, and they're talking about AFib. Well, I don't have AFib. I have atrial flutter, which is a little bit worse. Okay, my heart races all of the time. I am on Xarelto. Now, what I am trying to do, I go to my cardiologist actually tomorrow. And prayers do change things. So I need y'all to say a little prayer for me tonight that all is going to be well and that all is going to continue to be well. As I pray for you, you pray for me, and we'll all pray for each other. What I'm trying to do is to consider, I want to take the vaccine. I actually want to take the AstraZeneca vaccine. Now, when it is my turn to take it, I will try to do just that. More than likely, they told me a few more months before I will even be eligible to take it. That's all fine and good. That's a few more months, however long that is. I'm probably saying May or June. Somewhere down the line, we're talking almost 6 months. 4 to 6 months. Fine. That will give me more time to see just how things are going and to do a little bit more research as to how really the efficacy of the vaccines are working. The reason I am choosing the AstraZeneca vaccine is because, one, it does not need to be below sub-zero temperatures in a special freezer, nor does it need to be transported in sub-zero trucks and planes or what have you. So it can be actually stored in regular hospital storage coolers and refrigeration places, as well as like drugstores and places like that. So to me, and I think it's a one shot deal versus a shot and what's called the second, which would be a booster. So plus it's based on older technology with the new technology added into it. So I think that would better benefit me as far as what I have read, but I don't know all of the ins and outs just yet because I haven't seen the numbers as far as how many people were allergic to it, how many people has had allergic reactions because they have hypertension and is on a certain medicine, how many people have had heart palpitations because they're on certain heart medications or what have you. I don't know. The data isn't in yet. Everything is still kind of new. So, but I do plan on taking the vaccine. I am not afraid of this vaccine or these vaccines changing my fucking DNA because that's not how they work. This vaccine, actually, all of the vaccines that's available, the three, they don't even have the live COVID virus in it like the flu does, because they'll tell you, oh, the flu vaccine, it's got the dead flu. No, it doesn't. It has a live ingredient. No. So I know better than that. I used to take the flu vaccine some years back, and every fucking year that I took the motherfucker, I had the flu. I got the flu. When I stopped taking the fucking flu vaccine, knock on wood, God, please, please, please hear my prayer, I haven't had the flu since. Now I have had bronchitis. Okay. My lungs are smaller than they should be from a birth. There's a birth defect. They found out. Okay, so I do have chronic bronchitis. Now, I don't want to fuck around, of course, and get COVID. I'm praying, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Okay, because bronchitis is enough right there. It make you feel like you about to die when you can't fucking breathe. Add in some coronavirus and add in some pneumonia, and on top with some bronchitis and some asthma. Hell, you might as well kiss your ass goodbye. But so with all of that being said, with my underlying conditions that I have, I want to try to pick the best for me. A lot of times now, what's going to happen with everybody is you might not be able to choose what vaccine you're going to get. Well, fuck that. Because like people jumping the lines, and you got movie stars jumping in, you got Tyler Perry taking it, trying to get all the black people to take it, you got these people flying hither and yonder trying to jump a line because they ain't seen their grandma in 13 years, and here they done come, the wife and all the kids and the kids here they come to visit their grandma so that they could take their grandma down there to the nearest depot so that she can do the drive-through vaccine, and every motherfucker in the van gets the vaccine because they done carted grandma down there, and they come from Virginia, but fucking grandma live in California, and they done flew their ass from Virginia to California so they could take I don't believe in shit. That's some trick shit right there. That's some what I call fuckery. Wait your fucking turn. Okay, wait your turn. Because just like you skipping and your ass 10 of y'all and showed up and in a fucking van, you done went and rented a van just to cart all of y'all to get enough of y'all in the van to take grandma down there, okay, to the damn vaccine depot. Do you know how many more people that was elderly who was in your grandmother's age range and within her range of people that could have had that, and instead of your motherfucking able-bodied ass, your wife's sister, the brother-in-law, and all that, and y'all done come there and took them 9 more vials of vaccine? That's wrong. Where's your moral compass? So I don't believe in that jumping the line and trying to do this and that, and because you got a few dollars, then you can buy your way or do. No, I'm going to wait my turn. But I'm going to need all of y'all to do your due diligence. If you are considering taking the vaccine, take it when you feel like you want to take it. Okay? Take it in a manner in which you feel comfortable, okay? If you need more time to discern whether or not that's going to be a good fit for you, I advise each and every one of you to take that time, whatever time that you need in order to feel comfortable. Do whatever research you need to do in order to feel comfortable about taking a particular vaccine. Okay? I don't give a good goddamn what Dr. Fauci says, and I love the little man dearly. I even got a bobblehead with Dr. Fauci. That's how much I love him. Okay? But Dr. Fauci is Dr. Fauci. Okay? My fat ass is my fat ass. Dr. Fauci don't live inside of PG's body. PG carries PG around. You see what I'm saying? So what may be a very good fit for Dr. Fauci or Mike Pence or Tyler Perry may not be a good fit for PG. Okay? You know, everything has a role to play. And a lot of times, psychological things in our mind affects other things in our body. And if I'm afraid to take the vaccine, or if I'm afraid, a lot of things can go wrong. So that's why I'm saying take the necessary time that you need. I'm not saying take 2-3 years from now to take the vaccine. Okay? Because the more people that are vaccinated against this deadly virus, the better we will be in the future in order to be able to open back up and go to places we want to go and not have a mask on our face and be able to embrace our family and friends with hugs and kisses or whatever. But what I am saying, y'all, is take the amount of time that you need to do a little bit more research. Go to your primary care or ask a certain doctor that you trust or whatever, have a better rapport with than the other or whatever about what your underlying conditions are and what do they think is best for you if you need that extra help. That's all I'm saying. Don't just take the vaccine because Tyler Perry took it and you're a black person and Tyler Perry gets on TV and say, yes, it's killing up our black people. Yes, it is. A lot of us. But brown people, black people, yellow people, all walks of life have been touched by this virus. Okay? And for many, many reasons, geographical reasons, economical reasons, from economics standpoint, from a rural standpoint, from a underserved community standpoint, to so many different standpoints until it's not even funny. You know, there's a lot of things that go into the reasons that some people have perished from this, not just because they didn't get good quality of health care, not just because they didn't have a doctor or able to get to doctors. Some of it was because they couldn't afford to get there. Some of it was because the hospitals are understaffed. You know, some of the hospitals were overrun. Some of the people did not get good information in the beginning when this started in order to discern what was good and what was bad and what not to do and what to do. I mean, there's a whole lot that goes into the equation of why a lot of people perish that didn't have to perish from this. So yes, take your time and consider what would be a good fit for you. Just because, like I say, the president took the vaccine, just Kamala Harris, somebody, just because doesn't mean that your body and this person's body is the same. It doesn't. We're all individual people. Yes, we all have hearts, kidneys, lungs, whatever. But a lot of us have underlying conditions. Some of us have underlying conditions that you may not even know you have. I advise everybody, before you talk about you're going to roll up your sleeve and going to take the vaccine, is to go and have a full, complete workup, a physical. Have some blood work done. It only takes a few minutes. If you're going to roll up your sleeve to take the vaccine, why not go and roll up your sleeve beforehand and get you some blood work done and see where your CBC panel is, see where your, all of your bodily functions, see where those numbers are. See what it is that you may need to increase or whatever. You may need some more vitamin D. You may be vitamin D deficient. Most Black people are. You may need to take vitamins D every day. You may be low on potassium, which is crucial and critical to the functioning of your heart, believe it or not. I'm just saying, do you, and I'm going to do me. This is just my suggestions. This is coming from PG. This is not coming from a doctor. This is not coming from Dr. Fauci. This is coming strictly from me. But at the end of the day, I'm going to do what PG thinks is best for PG. Not because Tyler Perry took the vaccine, not because Oprah Winfrey and went there and found the vaccine, got it, not because such and such done got. No. See, Oprah is a billionaire. If Oprah gets sick or fall out as soon as she take that motherfucker, they might fly Oprah to Timbuktu, to the best of the best of the best. Yes, I have insurance and damn good insurance. However, my ass is Black, mixed race, fat, everything else. Now, I'm going to go to one of the best hospitals here in Atlanta, Emory, Piedmont, St. Joseph's. However, that doesn't mean that PG is going to get the same quality of care that Oprah Winfrey is. That doesn't mean that I'm going to get the same quality of care that Tyler Perry is going to get. Because let me tell you, at the end of the day, I don't give a damn. Money talks, baby. Money talks. Money talks. And money, that's why I say get all you can while you can and stack it back or do whatever. Because at the end of the day, you can do some shit if you got some money. Trust and believe me. Okay? You get 5, put 5 on it. You got somebody that can't put shit on it, they out of the equation. Move them to the side. You got a few dollars, you'd be surprised what you can get. I'm not telling you what I heard, I'm telling you what I know. All right, y'all. Moving right along, swiftly and professionally. Again, you are listening to PG with Unapologetic Tea Time. Thank you, and thank you again for tuning in. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Without you, there would not be Unapologetic Tea Time with your host, PG. So thank you. Now, last but not least, a couple of other things before I close out is people are needing more ways because they're asking that we stay closer to our homes, closer to our bubbles that we have created, which means our little bubble, like my bubble is only me because I'm just me here in my home. But they're asking that we limit ourselves from making all of these trips to the grocery stores and what have you. They're not saying don't go, but try to cut it down. They're saying if you're going 2-3 times a week, try to go once or twice a week. Try to cut it down. And for me, that's one of my outlets, is to go to the store, go get some fresh fruit, go get some fresh veggies or whatever. So I've been going a couple times a week. So I've been considering now going once a week. So now where else will I go? Maybe I'll go over by LA Fitness in the parking lot and walk around the parking lot. At least I'll be out and about and I'll be able to see people or whatever. And I'll be able to get some exercise. Now, not that I can't walk the area that I'm in. I can. But I just like, being out. When you live alone or whatever, you're by yourself. I mean, and you're used to being around people. It's kind of daunting. But here's the thing. Going back to what I was saying is they're asking that we all kind of limit ourselves in where we're going, in the places that we're going. So they just announced that Dollar Tree and Family Dollar, even California has Dollar Tree. And y'all, the last time I was in California about 2 years ago, I ran across the biggest Dollar Tree. It was like a fucking warehouse. I fell in love. I thought, I was in heaven for $1. Everything in that mother was $1. Oh, Lord. They had so many nice things in that Dollar Tree that I had never, ever seen in a Dollar Tree before. It was like being in a Michael's. It was literally like being in a fucking Hobby Lobby. But then hey, that was the biggest Dollar Tree I had ever seen. It was like this Dollar Tree warehouse, but it was Dollar Tree. I was like, I ain't never seen a Dollar Tree this big. It looked like a damn miniature IKEA in a Dollar Tree. This Dollar Tree, it was that large. So y'all know, and if you don't know, I'm going to tell you, Dollar Tree purchased Family Dollar. Dollar Tree owns Family Dollar. So what they have done is they have now, both of those stores have partnered with Instacart to make home deliveries. Let me say it again. To try to curtail the amount of people that's in and out of these stores, that could also be people picking up the new brands from places. They're trying to ask that we all limit our trips to the grocery stores and the discount stores and what have you. If we don't have to go, they're giving you other options. Dollar Tree and Family Dollar, which are owned by the same company, Dollar Tree owns Family Dollar. They have now partnered with Instacart, which is an app that you can get on your phone, or I guess you can do Instacart on your computer. I'm not sure. I have the app on my phone, but you can now do some shopping from either one of those stores and get it delivered through Instacart to your door, which is fantastic. Okay. Now, the thing is, Instacart, just like Aldi's, if you're in a location that has Aldi's and Instacart partnered about a month or so ago together, and they were giving, if you are getting SNAP benefits or food stamps, as I still call them, food stamps, I don't know, EBT, whatever. If you're getting that, then I think Instacart was giving 3 trips or 3 orders for free. Not paying for the food or whatever, but they were actually waiving the delivery charge. So I think that's what, a savings of $7 to $10 depending on the area that you're in. So okay, and they were giving 3 of those away. Now everybody don't qualify for that. I wish it did, but hey. But for those who can or whatever, or if you have a friend or family member who may, qualify, then hey, offer up, say, hey, let's split the bill. I'll give you whatever in cash or whatever, and let's order. And hey, I mean, you get a chance to go holler at your friend in the driveway or whatever. Meet them over there when the Instacart people come or whatever, or shortly after or before. Get your shit. Y'all split it up. Do what you got to do. Fist bump, whatever. Elbow bump or whatever. Virtual hug, air hug or whatever. Load your stuff and be gone. That may work. I know here recently I partnered with a couple of people because when I order stuff like from Sam's or Costco's, even at BJ's, I have those memberships. 2 of the people didn't have the Costco and the BJ's, and I did. And when I didn't have a Sam's membership, I was waiting because I was like rearing up again. Honey, let me tell you, PG knows some shit. I waited about 60 days or whatever, 90 days, honey, and guess what? Sooner or later, they was going to send me, because they don't like for you to not re-up on your membership. Sooner or later, they was going to send me this gorgeous deal, whereas they basically paid me. I paid $45 and they paid me, no, I paid $25 and they basically paid me $35 in a gift card. Plus they gave me a damn whole chicken, oven roasted whole chicken, a 6-pack of some cupcakes, and a damn tub of my choice of some potato salad or some mashed potatoes. Yeah, they did. The mashed potatoes was, can I tell you, they was horrible, just horrible. However, what I did was I made shepherd's pie, and baby, those were the best mashed potatoes, because I had to put a little left hook and a little soul hook on them with some seasoning and some shit. And after I sauteed that ground meat and stuff and put me some carrots and stuff and some cheese, baby, and rebaked that shit in the oven, it was good as hell with that. Guess what? That damn oven roasted chicken, that big old chicken. I had oven roasted chicken. I had it for the next day for lunch. That night, the following day, I had it in the refrigerator. I took it off the bone and made some damn chicken salad. And the next 2 days, I had chicken salad for lunch. Yes, I did. I enjoyed myself. Plus, they basically paid me for the membership to take the membership. Plus, I got me some free groceries to take to my house. But I'm saying that to say this: if you have a membership and your friend or your coworker don't have the membership or whatever, and they interested, a lot of times, hey, go in with somebody, partner up with somebody, and especially if, you're buying stuff that's big old two, like there was these like three orange juice. Now I try to drink a 4-ounce glass of orange juice every day or every other day. But 3 of those things, containers, I can't use that. It's just me. I don't give a damn if I have to freeze one. I still cannot, in a month, I'm not going to use 3 half gallons of orange juice. I'm just not. So I partner with somebody and I say, hey, I'm going to buy this juice or whatever. Would you like, one? Sure. So I like cranberry juice. So they had 2 huge things of cranberry juice. They said, well, her husband, he drinks vodka and cranberry every now and again. So she thought that was a good deal. So I said, well, hey, I tell you what, I'll trade you one of the juices for one of your cranberries and what else you want that I had multiples of. So we like picked and chose and we made it work. We met each other at the Sam's in the middle of town where we weren't like, one wasn't driving 25, 30 miles. The metro is big here in Georgia. We weren't driving 25, 30 miles. We each drove like 15 or 17 miles to meet up in an area that was a nice Sam's and everything. We did our shopping, child. We split our bill. We split up our stuff. Hello. And we was happy. Then went down the street to the Sprouts because there's not a Sprouts near me, but it's about 20 miles away. But since I was already in the area, no, it's about 25 miles away. But since I was already in that area, hell, I went to Sprouts and they had never really shopped at Sprouts. I said, girl, you got to come out. So she was like, oh, yeah. And I said, look, we had our little, what do you call those bags? The refrigerated bags, the little thermal bags for our cold stuff. Child, we parked in the shade. Hello, somebody. We went in Sprouts. We said, oh, girl, let's set our watch. We can't stay more than 30 minutes in here. Baby, we had us a good time. Went in Sprouts. I got me some fresh fruit. I got me some fresh veggies. And I got me some sliced meat and whatever else I got. But guess what? She got to shop at the Sprouts that she had never, and now she is a Sprouts shopper. And hell, I was hanging out with somebody. We at the end of our little visit, we was going our separate ways. We was going to our respected houses or whatever, and we were going to put up our stuff. And hey, text each other. Hey, you got home, girl, good, girl, good. Hey, it was so much fun. Yep. Middle of this month, we're going to do it again. But this time, we're going to do 2 stores. We're going to do Sam's and Costco's. Hello. She just renewed her Costco membership. And she gets some free stuff from Costco's that she don't really care for. She said, I can have it. Hello. Plus the Costco's we going to sells liquor. Hello. I need to buy me a few more bottles of liquor because this right here, this coronavirus, girl, will drive you to drink, girl. And I ain't trying to drink too much, but the PG is going to drink some alcohol. Yes, I goddamn am. Sure is. If whatever, gonna put a smile on my face or gonna calm me down, I'm gonna do it. But anyway, I say that to say this: share your club memberships with each other or whatever you have to do. If you buying in bulk or whatever, and it's too much for your household, see if somebody else can go in with you, and that way you'll still get what it is you want and need, and the other person can get some of it too. So hey, there's a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. The other thing that I wanted to let you know before I start signing off, y'all, is be aware that there is some potential scams going on for the IRS. Okay, you got people calling people. The month of February, the IRS is opening. I forgot what day in February that they're opening their offices. It's probably open by now or at the end of the middle of next week. Calling to say that you owe such and such, or you are gonna owe for such and such. And first off, I want to let you guys know the IRS does not fucking call you at random. Please, please, please know that it's a scam. Social Security, you got people scamming, talking about they from Social Security, and they about to cut your Social Security off for the elderly people and disabled people. They do not fucking call you. They send a fucking letter. The IRS does not fucking call you unless you've set up some kind of voice call with them, and it's a phone appointment or whatever. They do not call you at random. So please tell your elderly people, please know y'all be on guard as well. They not calling you. Okay, if they say they're from the IRS, they lying. Hang the fuck up. Hang up on them. It's some scams that have been going around, and it's back around again. They're asking people also. The federal government is asking people, as well as the CDC, same thing as the federal government, asking you not to put the little placard or the little card about the vaccination, about the COVID vaccine. Please do not put it on social media. You have some companies that are requiring or asking that their employees be vaccinated and bring back the proof that you've gotten the vaccine or the second dose or whatever. Please do not post that on social media. The card, the paperwork, whatever the little thing is. Do not put that, because that's your pertinent information. That is private information about you and only you. Please do not, because you have people that have been stealing that, have been copying that, have been going to the damn Staples and to Office Depot, running off just people will try to do anything. So please do not put that on social media. Keep your information safe, please, y'all. Okay, well, that's almost all I have for you. I do have a challenge, and we're gonna get on up out of here in the next 8 minutes. The challenge is I was supposed to talk to you about this challenge in January, but for some reason I don't remember what happened. But anyway, I'm bringing it back up now. I'm bringing it up. Is the word, your personal word for 2021. Each year I do this, and I decided to share this with my listening audience. This year I do a personal word every year, like doing basically a New Year's resolution. I do a word for the year. And I want to challenge each and every one of you to come up with a word that is fitting for you. The word that I chose for 2021 is determined. Determined is an adjective. Determined means having made a term, decision, and being resolved not to change it. Determined. The reason I chose determined was because I spoke about I am determined to lose more weight this year, and I am determined to become better organized with my little eBay business, Etsy, Amazon, and Poshmark. I was determined to add one more selling platform, and I chose Poshmark. I haven't had any sales, but I only started Poshmark about 2.5 weeks ago. So I only have like 20 items in my Poshmark closet online. But anyway, I say that to say this. That is why I chose the word determined. Now, what you can do when you choose a word, that word needs to fit you somehow in something that you are wanting to do, get done, or you want to see come to fruition during the course of that entire year. And you can place your word in a place that you're going to see it often. It's going to remind you. It's going to, you know, jolt you into holding yourself accountable to trying to do just that, whatever it is that you want to be more proficient at, or to gain something, knowledge, whatever it may be. My word is determined. Your word may be, I don't know. You know, I'm not sure. Whatever you choose that word to be, I am challenging each and every one of you to do that. And hey, if you would, like I've shared with you my word, if you could share with me in the comments in the coming weeks and months what your word is. Um, Thank you, Miss Monique. I've been doing this is 2021, so 6 years. This year will be my sixth word, 6 years. So in the coming weeks, you know, give yourself time to think about it, but yet share with me what your word is and why you chose that word. But my word is determined. And I was going to say that post your word somewhere, you know, on a little post-it note, or make you a little sign somewhere, frame your sign, put it on your refrigerator or cabinet door or your bathroom mirror, or right about where you grab your keys each morning to go out, or something that is going to constantly remind you and to keep yourself held accountable. Because, you know, if you don't have a large plethora of associates and a lot of friends or what have you to, you know, I buried one of my best friends last year. Y'all knew my friend Maya, who passed away in July. She was that friend that we would hold each other accountable to some things that we wanted to get done or try to work on ourselves and different things. And I miss that. You know, I miss her. But this year, I'm going it alone, as far as I'm holding myself also accountable. Of course, we're going to hold our own selves accountable, but, you know, I'm going up without that extra person that I used to have. Um, but yeah, determined. And I'm determined, like I say, to lose more weight and to stay focused and to just make things better in 2021 however I can, for myself as well as anybody else that I come in contact with. If I can't help you, certainly may not be monetarily, but certainly if I can't help you, I'm not going to hurt you, that's for sure. But in closing, I would like to tell you that I want to invite each and every one of you to be a rainbow in someone's cloud. Every day is not a sunny day for everybody, but we can all be a rainbow in someone's cloud. We can smile, it doesn't cost anything. Sometimes we can no longer see each other smile, but we can say hello. We can say thank you. We can certainly be kind, and we can show kindness, and we can lift someone up on their cloudy day, because every day is not a sunny day again for everyone. We're all going through something. And surely, as we continue to live on this earth, we will all go through things that may be having some dark days ahead of us. This country is going through dark times, but we can definitely, for free, be a rainbow in someone's cloud. That's all I have for you this evening, y'all. I hope that I have given you something as far as food for thought. I hope that I've been entertaining a little bit, and I hope that the rest of your week is a great one, leading off into your weekend, that you relax, have a little bit of fun, and stop and laugh. Just laugh, because laughter is good for the soul. Well, I bid you adieu. Good night, good morning, wherever you are. Bye now.